Hi everybody, welcome to your October Family Day. My name is Lindsay and I am the Family Engagement Specialist here at Kids Central. During our last Family Day, that was a video, I told you guys a little bit about what I did. My job is to plan fun things for kids and families to do together. And part of that is Family Day. Every month you're going to have a Family Day. They're all going to be virtual for right now, but I promise we're always going to have fun together and we're going to learn something and you're going to do something you're going to be able to keep forever. Okay? So let's get started. Today we're going to create a preschool memory jar. Let me ask you guys a question. Does anybody know what a memory is? What's a memory? Some grown-ups even have a hard time explaining what a memory would be. The best way for me to explain it is, things you never want to forget. And when you are in school, you are going to have so many memories. School looks a little different right now, but you're still going to make lots of memories. I'm sure you guys have met with your teachers and sang songs and done such really cool crafts. And those are things you aren't going to want to forget. And families, you're not going to want to forget them to either. So, like I said, we're going to do a preschool memory jar. And in front of you all, you should have a jar, a lid. Ooh, who knows what shape this is? Did you say a circle? Yeah, it's a circle. You're right. You're also going to have a pair of scissors, a glue stick, a ribbon. They'll be different colors. Mine's red today. And a rolled up piece of paper. Now, if you're an infant or a toddler, families, you're also going to have these little piece of papers, but I'm going to explain what they're for later, okay? So let's get started. Let's talk about what we have here in our piece of paper. Now, when you open it, you guys are going to have some things on there you're going to want to cut out. So families, you might want to help them cut them out. Use your scissors. And let's get to cutting, okay? I'm actually cutting out what we were doing for our infants and toddlers, just because that's the first one I picked up. And if you are a preschooler, 3, 4, 5 years old, you're going to want to try to use the scissors yourself. Now, families, anytime children use scissors, they are working on their fine motor skills. Those are the little bones and muscles in your fingers. I guess it's muscles, not bones. I mean, you got bones too, but the muscles in your fingers, they've got to get strong so you can learn how to write. And anytime you can use scissors, use stickers when you peel and stick, or even if you pick little things up out of the floor, you guys are using your fine motor skills. You gotta have those from when you go to kindergarten so you can learn to write. Okay, if you want to take some time and let's cut these out together. And when you guys are cutting them out, talk about the colors you see. What colors do you see? Do you see anything red? Is there anything red on there? Show the grown-up you're with something red. What else do you see? Are there any circles on there? You guys see any circles? I'm sure there are. And families, when you're cutting these out, you can also talk about the items that you see on your sheet and where they come from and where you see them. You know, you can turn anything into a learning experience, especially when you're looking at pictures. When you're reading books at night, you can talk about what you see, the colors, the shapes, animals, or where you find the animals. It's always fun to get your child talking about things that are interesting to them, because things that are important to kids, they're going to talk about it more. And that is kind of a part of what the preschool memory jars are. You just keep cutting, if you're still cutting, and I'll keep talking. So the things that grown-ups find memorable aren't always the things that children find memorable. I found that out. working in Head Start and having my own child. And you really want to be on their level and talk about the things that they think's important, because if you do, they're going to identify a sense of self, and they're going to know that you're really interested in what they have to say, which may prompt them to talk more and increase communication skills. So what you're going to do throughout the year is you're going to collect memories to go in your jar. Now, it may be a stick from a nature walk. It may be a rock. It may be, I don't know, something you cut out of a newspaper or a magazine or a picture you draw, all to go in here. And at the end of the year, you'll be able to dump them out and see if you guys can remember why you put them in there. And make sure it's that your child putting the memories in there. It's kid driven. And I think that you'll be pleasantly surprised at all the things that they remember. Now, how cool would it be if you started a memory jar every year until they got out of high school, and then you could just give them all back to them, and it would just be full of memories. Now, if you're an infant or a toddler, families, you've got these little note cards. And your children are going to start hitting milestones, rolling over and walking, or they may be saying funny little things right now, and you think to yourself, I'm never going to forget what they say. I'm never going to forget what they had on when they took their first steps or rolled over, little tiny things you don't think you'll forget. But promise you, you're going to forget. My child's almost 18, and I've forgotten so much, I know, that I didn't want to forget. So for you all, what you start doing is jotting down memories. Put the day, the time, what the weather was outside, and what they did. If they rolled over, if they walked, if they said a funny word, first trip to the store or a restaurant. So that's what these are for. And just start them that early. You're not going to want to forget them. Next, we're going to have a glue stick. Now, every time I talk to boys and girls, I say, this is a glue stick. I know it looks a lot like chapstick, but it does not go on your lips. It goes on paper. So what we're going to do is we're now going to use our glue stick, and we're going to glue on the pieces that we want. You can glue them on wherever you want to. You can put them on the lid. You can put them on the inside. And you don't even have to glue them all on if you don't want to. But you also have stickers. And this is, like I said, we're working on fine motor skills today. So this happens to be a piece of pizza. And when you're doing your stickers, talk about the colors and the shapes. See, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pepperonis, and they are circles. Oh, what shape is my pizza? It's a triangle. So anytime you guys can incorporate learning that way, that's good. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I have a train too. Choo choo. Anybody else have a train? I'm sure you have some sort of vehicle, like a plane or a train or an automobile. That's a car. And I know you have some shapes too. Who knows what color this is? What color is that? What color? You said, yeah, it's yellow. It's yellow. Good job, guys. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to glue them all on. You don't have to glue them all on if you don't want to. But I'm going to. I like that. And for your first memory, look around the house and think of something that you could put in here so you won't forget your first family day. I know you're watching it on YouTube. But the great thing about watching it on YouTube is you can do it anytime you want. And you can go back and watch it. We've got all kinds of fun things going on here at KCI. And I'm really glad I get to spend this time with you all. You know we're going to do this every month. Well, next month, though, we're having a cooking class. I can't wait for you guys to see it. It's kid-friendly recipes on a budget. And we're working with a chef, and he's going to teach us how to make chicken tenders, macaroni and cheese, you know, the things that kids like, and grown-ups too. Okay, I've got a couple of more things to glue on here. I think probably what I'll do is I'll write on a piece of paper to put in here as my memory about how I was feeling about this first family day. I was kind of anxious at first and scared. Were you guys anxious and scared when you first met with your teacher? Yeah. I'd say you probably were because it was all brand new. And you know, sometimes grown-ups, they get anxious and scared too. So it's important to be patient with grown-ups, just like grown-ups are patient with you. Okay, so I am done. You always put your lid back onto your glue stick. Be sure you put your scissors up somewhere so your brothers or sisters can't get them. Give them to your mom or your dad or whoever you're doing your family day with. It could be your older sister, or your aunt, or your grandma, or even it could be just a friend. So what we're doing now is, see? I've got some things all glued on there. When I put my lid on, okay. Oh, do you have a ribbon? What color's my ribbon? Do you all know what color my ribbon is? I said it earlier. Yeah, it's red. It's red. So I'm going to tie a ribbon around here. I have found out that, grown-ups, if you tie a ribbon upside down, you get the perfect ribbon every time. Now, I don't know. I don't even know where I remembered and learned that from, but it's true. See? It's a pretty good ribbon, huh? Well, guys, I've got Lisa and Candace here, and they're wanting to tell you all about what they do and remind you of some things and talk about some important stuff. Now, they did tell you their names and their job titles last time, so they might go into a little bit more detail telling you about what they do. So, I'm going to hop off here, and I'm going to let them talk to you. I will see you next time. Bye.
Hey guys, Miss Candace here.
And I'm Miss Lisa.
And we're here to talk to you a little bit about your family days and going to go over some stuff that your family advocates here will send out to you or give to you. We told you before in the last video when we introduced ourselves of which centers that we are family advocates of. So if you need to get us, go back and watch that video. It'll give you our phone numbers and our extensions.
Or you can always ask your teacher and they can let you know. We want to talk to you a little bit about PC-RIT. PC is the Policy Council, which is one of the governing boards here at Kids Central, and that's made up of parents, and it's very important. They meet once a month, and they can do it over the phone now, or we can do it through Zoom, so whichever would work better for you. If you're interested in doing that, just mention it to your teacher, and if they already do have a rep, then they can put you in as alternate.
Yeah, it's good. Also, we're here to talk to you. This is you'll be getting one of these packets. Either you can do it on Casey's page, or if you would like to actually have a packet, a paper packet, you can let your teacher know and we'll make a copy of this packet for you. But this is just a little resource guide that you're going to get every month. Mainly goes with, like, this is October, is fall, so November will have something to do with Thanksgiving, December have something to do with Christmas. But this right here just gives you some family activities that you can do with your kids. There's some cooking stuff in there, some gross motor, some skills that you can work on. Also, this packet for October talks about fire safety because October is Fire Safety Month. So it gives you a little checklist in here, parents, of things that you can do to make sure that your house is safe for your kids. Also shows you that you need to do some fire drills maybe once a month with your kiddos so they know what to do in case that there was a fire. Also in this packet, since this is our COVID-19 year, this does have some safety tips on Halloween and things that you can do to make things just a little different. If you don't want to go trick-or-treating with your kids, maybe you could do a virtual trick-or-treating or do like a Zoom party with your family on the weekend that maybe they live out of state or something, or you have friends that you might want to see but you don't want to spend the time to risk, getting sick. Then there's some of those things that you can do in here that might make Halloween just a little more fun for you this year.
Each month we will also include the topic of the month, like this month is fire safety. So each month we will also be including that in it. The next topic is very important. It's attendance, and whether you stay virtual all the time or your child comes back to the classroom, attendance is very, very important. We're governed that we're supposed to maintain 85%. So when we don't, then they want to know why, and we have to explain why. So that's why we, call and follow up with you to try to see, if there's a problem, if you need help with anything, if we can be of assistance in any way. So if anything comes up and you need anything, feel free to give me or Miss Candace a call, and we'll help you in any way we can.
So we look forward to talking to you all each month. We'll see you next time.
Bye.